I'm tapping in, I'm tapping in, I'm tapping in, I'm tapping in. Y'all know who it is. It's Cuz, baby. Thank y'all for tuning in to your Cuz podcast. We lit, bitch. Y'all know what it is, man. Today is Tuesday. So y'all already know Mr. T is coming back. Misunderstood is coming back. Y'all already know what it is, man. I just want to say this. I just appreciate everybody that been tapping into my show 6 days a week. I appreciate the love y'all been giving me and my crew, my whole family that I put together, y'all, and locked it in so y'all can see more of me and more of your Cuz podcast. For all my new subscribers, my name is Randall. I am the CEO of Mind Over Matter Clothing Brand. I'm the CEO of Your Cuz Podcast. Tap in. Listen, thank y'all for tapping in all the time with me. Like I said, I tap in at 7 a.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m. I tap in 7 days a week. Need y'all to pull up on me, man. Like I said, man, pull up on me, man. This this week already been crazy already, y'all. This week been so crazy already, but guess what? I stay prayed up. So, I'm a win-win-win anyway. I ain't gonna let nobody take my pride from me. I ain't gonna let nobody take my joy from me. Nah, it just ain't that type of party right now, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to Your Cuz Podcast. I need y'all to go subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and push the like button. Y'all push the like button, scream, y'all would love me more. They would love me more. I need y'all to push that like button. Like I said, man, thank y'all for tapping in Your Cuz Podcast. We lit. We are lit. Like, y'all just don't know is this the love that y'all showing me, YouTube family. It's just the love. That's it. Because guess what? I never been a petty person, right? And I never got over on nobody. As though people probably got over me, but it don't matter to me because I'm gonna win anyway. I just got that mentality, like I just don't think negative. You know what I'm saying? I think all positive. Like literally, man, like when you get to my age, like I said, when you get to my age, it's man, it's hard. It's hard to be going out there making dumb mistakes. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got people my age that's still in the streets, not knocking it, but I won't do it. You feel what I'm saying? At a certain age, all that shit stop. Especially if you got a family. If you got a family, that's even worse. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a family, like why would you want to be in the street? When you want to be home with your family, coming home from work, you feel me? Like why would you want to be like? It's nothing in the streets no more but death. For real, I ain't lying. Ain't nothing in the streets no more but death. You either gonna die or get locked up if you hang in them streets. No, for real. Like all that hanging on the block and pulling up. Nah, don't do nothing to me. I don't want you to pull up. I don't want you to do none of that. I ain't even lying to you. Like you ain't even gotta pull up on me cause I'm alright, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm literally alright. I'm literally alright. So listen, I need y'all to tap in to the website, mindovermatterclothingbrand.com, man. We got the huge sale going on right now. Good merch. Y'all already know the best merch in the DMV. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like this right here. This is a throwback. This like 3 years old. You see that? Reflector. You see that? It's just something different. Something that nobody else don't got. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm always different with the brand. But I need y'all to tap in, man, to all my social medias. You feel me? Randall Hall 8, Mind Over Matter 40, Yo Cuz Podcast with the 2 T's. You feel me? I need y'all to just tap in. We lit. We lit. We've been lit for a whole week. No, for a whole month. I said a week. We've been lit for a whole month, right? And about to be lit for a whole another month, right? Like I was telling my big homie today, right? I was like, cuz man, I've been lit. Like, yeah, cuz I seen you, cuz you on fire, cuz I'm proud of you, cuz this and that. I'm like, yeah. I said, man, no. I just appreciate all my subscribers and all the people that have been rolling with me since day one. You know where I'm from? So I appreciate that. You feel me? Cuz, cuz,
Yo, what's up? How you doing?
man, what's up, cuz? I'm
What's your
going.
week been like?
Huh?
What's your week been like?
Oh man, crazy already,
I
man.
hear that.
Crazy, but I let the man upstairs deal with that problem. You hear me?
You
I'm gonna
got it.
take it on the rest. You hear me?
He got it every time. Listen,
Hey, don't he got
yeah,
it every time, dog?
every single time.
Man, listen. What's up, road dog?
What's up, Mr. Teacher?
Oh man, you hear me? Cuz in the building.
Got the professional collar on.
Oh, man,
Let me stop.
nah, for real good.
Collar, stay pop. Go
Man,
ahead.
that's the throwback joint. That's the back in the day joint right there.
Hear that? No, I like that. Like a little
We can't
vintage.
hear you, cuz. We
Nah,
can't
not
hear
at
you.
all. You whispering? He gonna get it right.
Yeah.
But my week has been. I'm gonna tell you like this, cause like it
Well,
is a couple things happen, right? It's spring. I come alive in the spring. One, because it's more sunlight, it's more heat outside. And I'm a spring baby, so I'm coming up on my birthday's coming up. You know, it's Aries season. We out here.
when your birthday, cuz?
April 12th.
April
So we
12th. We
got a
got
little
to take
fire
it
flame.
down for your birthday there.
Yeah, that.
You feel what
So
I'm saying? Turn
yeah,
up.
this is my time of year, so I feel good.
Right,
Um, I'm getting my rest. Like I'm like just talking health stuff, whatever. Like I've been getting my rest
right.
and that other stuff. Just working on getting my mind together. In this like seasonal shift. Like I know this is my time, whatever, but at the also I gotta prepare myself. If I know I'm destined for better things in the springtime and the summertime, whatever, because it's just better for my disposition.
Yeah.
I just really I gotta be more intentional about like making plans for what I want.
Yeah.
And one thing is I want more joy in my life. So I'm excited because I'm lining up a couple of concerts. I love live music. So I'm just
Uh-huh.
excited about that, really.
Would you say you about to make some concerts? Would you say?
Yeah, so all right, so I'm old school R&B. I'm 80s, I'm 90s R&B. I'm
Right.
80s born, 90s kid, really. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go see for my birthday, I'm gonna go see John B. Or
Okay.
a little Blue Eye Soul. Uh
Okay.
but
You going
also
all the way back, dog.
yeah. So
For
and then
real.
next week, or not next week, next month or whatever, it's supposed to be this festival, like further down south. It's like Missy, Busta Rhymes. Like I like a lot of old school music. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah. And it's like and Ludacris too. Like it's a few people like some like throwback folks, whatever, like that got energy. And so I've been wanting to see their shows. And so the fact that Missy and Busta is gonna be on the same show goes crazy for me. I always wanted them to do like, we was in lockdown and they had
Mhm.
the verses.
Yep.
You follow, yeah. So like I always felt like they should have had a verses because that would have been crazy. But they never did, so that's fine. I'll go see them live, and then
Right.
throw a Ludacris in there, whatever. And it's a few other people. It's like 3 days. It's down in
That's
Tennessee or whatever. But
3 days?
yeah, it's a 3-day festival. I'm the other couple days
Give
I'm
me
like,
that.
not really jagging it. But like the first day for sure, I definitely want to be there.
Yes. Send
Yeah,
me
so yeah, I'll forward you the info for real.
that. Yeah. Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Yeah. I'm about to start working on a project.
Okay.
Do I'm about to do one I'm about to do a shoe ball. Kids sneaker.
Yeah.
Then the second joint, I'm gonna do like a link up podcast meeting.
Okay.
And get a
Okay.
little stage, get like 10 podcasts, people from all over the world come out, sell some tickets,
Oh, that's
feel,
what's up.
give
Yeah.
a little drink. You feel what I'm saying? Have
Yeah.
some tools out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And be lit.
Yeah, do that. No, for real. And then the sneaker ball is already gonna go crazy because it
Yeah.
is one thing kids love to step out with they, they little fresh whatever kicks on or
All
whatever.
that. You already
So
know
that's
that.
already gonna be. I already know. And then like a podcast meet and greet, like podcast really been taking
Yeah.
off, and so
Yeah.
it's always good to like kind of mix and mingle with folks who's doing something that you're doing, or maybe they doing something a little different, getting some ideas,
Yeah.
sharing ideas. So that's what's
Go.
up.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go. Good. You
yeah,
help. You
yeah.
already.
I got my hand in something. I kind of it's more of a hobby, but I'm relying on like some more experienced folks to help me out with. So I've been doing like a drum line at my school or
Okay.
whatever. Just cause like we just been like we got drum pads, we got buckets, like
All that,
doing it
right?
all. Yeah. And we just getting it out like so I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this part of the year.
Okay.
It's a lot happening or whatever, but it's just it's always cloaked in sunshine as far
Always.
as I'm concerned. Like I know April showers, whatever like that, but as far as I'm concerned, this is like spring is for rebirth.
Nah, for real.
Literally, it's
Yeah.
about rebirth.
Oh, breathing.
Yes. Yes.
And it's about saying every time you step outside to feel good, I gotta go on the trip, mo. For real.
That. That. I gotta get away. I'm like,
Right?
I'm trying to keep it cute because we got spring break coming up. And I'm like,
Nah, for real, you hear me, right?
I'm trying to hold off because
We got a
I rather
whole
I want to do something big in the summertime, whatever. So I'm trying to,
yeah. I took off that shit. I took off that last Friday. You hear me?
I hear you.
I said, man, I'm done. Let me put this in now.
As you should,
Yeah,
because let
fuck
them know
that.
beforehand,
I'm
whatever.
telling you, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't try to let you take off like on a Monday or a Friday or
Yep.
something like
They be
that.
funny about it. And it's like, yo, like,
But
nah,
now
like,
they do that shit like early though. They can't do nothing but what I'm
can't.
saying? Roll, yeah.
And half the time, I be like, honestly, you really don't want me here on a Monday.
Right.
Cause, like, misunderstood on a Monday
Right.
and misunderstood on a Thursday, Friday,
It's
two totally
totally
different. But
different.
misunderstood is on it on a Monday.
Right.
So
Back.
I'm on 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
So
no.
y'all sure y'all don't want me? Y'all sure y'all want me to come in on a Monday?
Yeah, for
Hey,
real.
okay. That's what you want to do.
Hey, do you know any spots that I can rent out? It ain't gotta be a big event. Just probably for like I say like 50 people, 60 people with a little
Yeah.
speech.
What
You
you
can hear me,
talking?
cuz?
Yeah,
Yeah,
cuz
we can hear you. Welcome back.
Man, that was OD.
I see.
Yeah,
My, that was an OD detour, but listen, it's gonna be a good show.
and it will.
You already know.
Cuz, what you talking about? What city?
For me,
Yeah.
I probably do the city. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying? So basically, I'm looking for something they can catch the bus, the
Okay.
subway, and the Uber won't be so much.
All right, fair.
You feel what I'm saying?
I
You going
think
to New York?
I got a couple people I could talk to.
No,
You going to New
Who you?
York?
no, I'm trying to find me a event spot. I can throw some shows.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was
Give me
talking
like
to
a
you about
couple
that.
days. See what I can find.
Yeah, we might do a function. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. Oh,
On my
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we have
I'm
to do
at.
a function. We
You
got
hear me?
music, we got arts, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
My man got all the laces. It's OD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
What's up,
cuz merch is crazy. What's up, brother, man? How's your day been, man?
man? I'm cooling. Cooling, man.
Misunderstood, how you doing?
I'm chilling. I was just sharing with cuz like, this is my time of year. I love spring.
Right.
It's rebirth.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
my birth season. I got birthday coming up. There's a couple shows I'm trying to go to. So I feel good this time of year. And I'm just
Oh, that's
trying to
what's
stay
up.
focused on it. Yeah.
Where the show's at? Where you going?
All right, so I like old school R&B. So there's a John B
Okay.
concert, little Blue Eye Soul up in he has a show in Silver Spring at the Fillmore, but I'm not going
Oh,
to
it's
that
big
one.
hobby shots in Silver Spring, by the
Yeah.
way.
You said
Mhm.
what?
Big hobby shots in Silver Spring. Big, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm gonna skip that show though. He got one up in
Ethiopians.
Baltimore. Oh yeah, I listen because I used to I used to
Right.
live there. I know
Right.
y'all out
Nah,
there.
for real.
It's definitely a vibe. But now I'm gonna go to the one up in Baltimore or whatever. Because
Okay.
that's on my actual birthday or whatever.
When is the
Then
birthday?
April 12th.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
we
so
almost
I'm a
there.
Aries, raised by
That's
Aries.
on
So
the 30 then. Your birthday on the
yeah,
30 then.
yeah, that the first day of spring break. The first day they knew what they was doing.
All right.
They set me up good, set me
Yeah.
up real good. But
Hey,
yeah,
well,
so
that's what's up though. I mean,
yeah,
that's you get a week off. That's real nice.
yeah, I'm gonna take
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna take it. Last year I was
Yeah.
at work on my birthday, so it was
It's
Right.
cool.
okay. But you see how the tables turn, right?
And do
You feel me? We could
and
wake
I do
up.
listen.
Yeah. We could wake it up and do it again. What's up with you though, man? How your day is? What?
Man, never day, never dollar, bro. It was a day.
It was a
But we
day.
made it through. We made it through. We're gonna come back stronger tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was a day, but it's cool.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Shout out
You
to
We
know.
gotta
Dinsburg.
love the kids though. We gotta
But
love the kids.
yeah, for sure. And then shoot, we got spring break coming up, so you already know.
That's
Yeah, nah, for
You
real.
gotta relax. But yeah, it's been good. Like we finished a lot of big tests. It's just like coming off a test and stuff and getting ready for the next one.
Yeah.
But we coming to the finish line. It's the actually I should celebrate. It's the fourth quarter started, you know what I'm saying? Like pretty much today.
Oh yeah, it
that.
So
did.
that's like you can smell the, the
Yep, we
end
like
coming
we
soon. Like,
hey, we on our way.
yeah.
Nah, for
It's
real.
gonna be a big summer for your boy too. But I'm going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Come on
Oh
now.
yeah, it is. You go
Yeah,
to
so
school,
Good.
right?
I mean that's bro, it's really 3 months. Like I'm getting married, boom.
Wow.
June 28th.
Wow.
Where you get married
So
Big
at?
things are going.
in DC where I was born, man.
All right.
Yeah, I might pull
Y'all
up
got the
on you,
honeymoon set up?
Yeah. We
We
go,
coming
yeah,
to
that's what I'm
y'all
saying.
town.
I send y'all the wedding jump.
Yeah,
I
do.
thought you want me to put a suit on, cuz? I can put a suit on, cuz. Man, I'm
You
with a
might,
suit.
yeah, you lace everybody out there. What's your cut suits?
Yeah,
Right,
that.
all that.
Yeah, that.
Facts, man.
Nah, it's
Facts.
gonna be a good time. You know what I'm saying? Summertime around. Now I feel you on the spring situation, but I got allergies. OD. I live off Zyrtec,
Oh,
Oh
so
yeah,
it's like
that
right.
is
my
hard.
lady, she loves spring too. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
So
Yeah.
you good.
but
So
it just
look,
reminds me that's close to the end of the year. It's like that's a good
mhm,
thing.
it is.
See?
Summer is my favorite though,
Shit.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
just
all
I'm
that
because
sweating
as
be too much.
teachers, as students, we went from being students to teachers, so all we know is summers off in theory,
nah
unless
for
we
real.
take it. So it's like that's just no kids. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo.
it's like, hey, it's no kids for 2 months. That's how I feel. So it's like, and we
Yeah.
love the kids, but I'm just saying, bro, like
Hey,
it's
I
like
ain't gonna lie. I
Everybody
ain't
hate
it's
gonna
the
like you
lie.
summer.
off work. What I'm saying is you're not working and it's everybody outside.
Nah, look. I love my kids, dog. I ain't lying, dog. Hey, look. Hey, look.
There you go.
You not Uncle Jordan?
But
For
but
real, you hear me? Oh my dogs, you hear me? Nah, for
yeah,
real.
that's tough.
So listen, man. Thank y'all for tapping into your Cuz podcast again. Like I said, nigga, we lit every Tuesday. You
Yes,
feel me?
sir. 8 o'clock
Yep.
sharp.
Every
Say like
social
except
media
today for
we
me.
post on, it go bonkers. You feel me? Any social media we post on, misunderstood, go bonkers.
Banana
It's
Yeah.
titties.
it's touching the K. I'm not gonna hold you. My young ones, I don't even call them young. Like they're young flippers, bro. I'm telling you.
All right.
Right.
Their repost game is crazy. They're gonna touch a
Oh, word?
thousand. It's gonna touch 1,000.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
fast.
saying.
It's
And they
just,
do that junk like clockwork.
yep, it's
And
just crazy.
actually, that's what we're gonna talk a little bit about today. Getting that money on the tech.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
nah,
yeah.
for real. So listen, man, I got a couple of questions for y'all, man. Who gonna start first? Misunderstood or
Ladies
Mr.
first, ladies first. You know what
Okay,
I'm
what you got?
saying?
Hey, fact. First question. How did outsourced jobs negativity affect Black Americans?
I mean, you want
That's
to
a
really
big
get
one.
into it? Like, come
It's
on.
a
All
macro.
right, no, all right. I'm gonna
Hey,
start with
yeah,
It's a
hey, yeah,
macro.
outsourcing
hey, yeah.
jobs.
Hey, look.
I'm gonna go with one portion of the industry. I'm gonna just go with factory jobs.
Okay.
Facts.
Right? You think about so I'm a you know what I'm saying, I'm a northerner, I'm a New Yorker or whatever. However, my roots are very southern. My family moved up from the south, Mississippi, Georgia, all of that other stuff, to work in factories. Right? We talking World War II. So they went to Detroit, they went to New York, they went to wherever else, whatever, to get in
Mm.
factories to work. And by the 1970s, 80s, a lot of that work was dried up. So
Right.
this is not something new insofar as like work getting outsourced from Black communities specifically, or Black jobs or whatever specifically. Um, so this has been a long time coming. How has it impacted us? It's taken away a lot of, like, factory jobs used to be, all right, you need a high school diploma, right?
Mhm.
You can get a good paying job. You didn't
Right.
need two adults working at the
Taking
household,
care of the family,
taking care of the family. You
kids
had
at
you
home,
had
all
the
that.
benefits, you had all of those things, right? You work your 20, 30 years, whatever, and you got a nice pension.
Yeah.
It used to be set. If you worked in a factory and did your thing, you used to be set. And that's what
Right.
drew so many of our folks from down south up north,
Right.
right? So the way that's impacted us now is that we got cities like Flint, we got cities like where's it out in Chester,
Oh,
Pennsylvania.
oh yeah.
We got a lot of cities that are like, now they're considered blighted. So blight is like ain't growing. Nothing's growing there. There's no industry. People just live there, right?
Mm.
And so it's affected us in so many ways, because the thing that drew us up there for work, the thing that was like sure to get us like through, get us into middle class existence,
Right. That's
was
good.
snatched away,
Facts.
either like right before a lot of us got there or like soon thereafter. And so like a lot of the neighborhoods we got now, like they are the result of the loss of factory jobs.
Right.
So,
Right. That's you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like to piggyback off that for real, like it was Black America, but it was like all America. Like the
mhm,
economy was, well, of course, the country was built on the backs of Black people, but after that, the factories came. Like we had talked about last time, we had the agricultural surplus with slavery and stuff that got us the initial money to get America going, and
mhm,
then they start getting techie, and then everybody was living like 40s, 50s. Them there was the good old days, except niggas was racist, my bad, but
that part. No,
they was racist. So it's like, but they, like she said, like one man could take care of a whole family. It was the whole traditional jump, but and it's not just about that, but it's more so like now you have to have two parents working
Mhm.
full time. That's
mhm,
not like that don't even exist no more where one job, imagine one job taking care of a whole family, bro. In today's day, bro. One job taking care of a whole family. I have to work two, three jobs, you know what I'm saying? To live the way I want to live. So it's like, bro, so that the whole economy has changed since then.
Mhm.
And outsourcing jobs is just, the corporation saying we're gonna get cheap labor elsewhere
that part.
and maybe China or whatever when we was working with them, but like, the cheap clothes and all that good stuff. Now they took all the factories over here because that's what Trump is trying to bring back. That's what he claims, but there's no way you can
Okay.
rebuild all them factories and start over. It's gonna cost so much to rebuild it, and we'll be way behind with comparative advantage.
Mhm,
But but the point is like it was like plus the crack epidemic really destroyed the Black community because if you look at where all the factories was, like Baltimore was a big harbor and so many look, and Baltimore now is one of the worst places as
The
far as
other
economically. They don't take care of their people, you know what I'm saying? It has like the cheapest houses and high crime and stuff like that. But Baltimore used to be a hub. Like the factories was booming. Remember off the wire too,
mhm.
the
It's a port
docks,
city,
the
also.
ports, yeah,
Yep.
any port city gets money, like Singapore
Yes.
type. So that, and think about Motown, think about Detroit. You feel
Mhm.
me? Hey, Motor City, like all the General Motors, all that junk, like used to come from Detroit, and
Mhm.
now Detroit's one of the roughest places. So with the
That's
mixture of them taking
crazy.
them jobs overseas,
Yep.
they took the lifeblood out of our communities economically, bro, and because they can get it for cheap over there.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
And so anyway, that's one thing. But then that's they did a whole bunch of things which they should pay us back for, but God will bring it through. But like it's really
Better
crazy how
go.
much they like America owes, what I'm saying, African Americans, like no lie, they owe money, like reparations, real live. You know what I'm saying? Like and
Get lit.
generational because it's been generational stuff going on. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like they doing too much. But yeah, like the outsourcing the jobs, and the thing is, and I don't say that like another mentality is like, okay, like if you're thinking we're not just citizens of America, we're citizens of the world. Let's say you think like that, and you're like, I'm okay with the competition. If they're gonna do it for cheaper, that's cool. I'm not trying to do that job or whatever the case. You might feel like that, but that means for sure we got to be, if we're not going to be doing that like blue collar work, we have
Mm-hmm.
to be training our youth to be the managerial class
Yeah.
so that they know the technology and the things that we can't use people for cheap labor to do. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? If you got to sink or swim in this economy type of jump.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to adapt and be like, okay, the blue collar joint is not going to get me nowhere, so I have to get an education or a technical trade or a business or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So really, yeah, like it made it harder for the people. Like if you're trying to come from the bottom, you don't have a lot of jobs in your area. When factories used to be the lifeblood of rural areas, all the areas really, cities, and um, that's wild because when we say they have this policy when the rich get richer, so they
Hmm.
cut taxes. They cut taxes for the rich, while the middle class have to do that. They got to pay taxes, and then they claim that they're gonna open more jobs, but they take them jobs where, yo, cuz
All the way up.
overseas.
Across the
Yeah.
water. Yep.
We not getting them jobs, so you taking more. We have to pay more taxes. They get tax cuts, and then they cutting, and they just making us the consumers, and like we're not producing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you
look,
got to get on your entrepreneur game, or you got to get on your tech game, or something.
We gotta have a hustle. If
I
Yeah.
you
just I just think, all right, we're gonna put it back on that again. I just think as a grown person, bro, you should always want to work anyway. Even though a person say I take care of you, I think you should work anyway and have your own money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because in this lifetime, man, everything is good in the beginning and be crushed at the end, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All
That's
right.
why I tell any female, man, no, go get your own job, man. It could be good now, but yeah,
no,
Yeah,
that's no, that's for
that's
sure.
mature. Yeah, that's why
I think
everybody has to get their education,
you
everything up.
yeah,
They gotta get that. They gotta get that bag. Everybody has to get the bag.
yeah. But people get lazy when the getting is good though. Right?
Yeah, and you
They
can't be mad when the competition outworking you.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I look at it like it's competition. So if you're talking about free market, that means okay, then I gotta be smarter. You know what I mean? If I want more, I
Mm-hmm.
gotta think outside the box because it ain't gonna be given to me.
yeah.
But it is hard, I guess, economically. But it's like I see it as a distraction. I don't be thinking defensively. We think like, let me go get a bag. Let me not worry about who else trying to get
Yeah.
a bag.
But
My
look
thing
though,
is, go ahead.
it ain't even hard though for real though, bro. You can't keep saying it's hard, bro. You got to get out here and go get it.
But you
No,
a different. We
Yeah,
we we are all different generations
yeah, you feel
where
me?
it wasn't like where stuff wasn't
this got
as
monopolies. You got Amazon, like
yeah, like stuff wasn't as like fed to us like that. Where it's like you really kind of was like you asked out, like you better do something like that. That's my thing. Get up and do.
Yes,
right,
Otherwise,
right. You
you
gotta
getting
hustle. You
like get
definitely have
right
to
or
hustle.
get left. But now
yeah.
there's like this like illusion of oh well, if I don't, then something will fall in place for me. But it's like
Mhm,
you don't have no skills. You have
yeah,
no marketable skills, and that's my thing.
Mm,
If nothing else, get a marketable skill. Get certified in something. Learn
right,
something. Learn to do
and
some-
maybe
your hands.
hey,
Something.
that's a fact. Maybe we shouldn't like say do like you said it. You got to do what's marketable. A
Yeah.
part of me, you can spend a lot of time. Now we want you to go to college. Education is good, but a lot of people spend money in college, and they don't even like when they graduate. They don't even got a job out of that.
Yeah.
They
nope,
go back to these regular jobs, and they got debt now.
Yep.
So marketable means what people want, like what the market is asking for.
Mhm.
So, like cybersecurity is a high need right now. The health
AI
the
training.
health industry. I
Yep.
ain't gonna lie, it's a hard job, but education teachers actually they do get paid well, like the military, because there's like steps, and
Mm-hmm.
every year you get them like guaranteed steps. So anything
There's
like a
no
skill or trade, but like sometimes like social science, I don't mean to go on them like just like my first degree was so vague. It didn't. I had to get another degree to make
Mm-hmm.
any sense. So it was
Hey,
like, you know what I'm saying. It was like it was wild. So that's why we want to talk about IT, man. IT is really the way. I wish if I could talk to a younger version of myself, I'd have said do CompTIA or whatever, and then do cybersecurity, like 3 certs to get you in there.
Yeah.
And then because I've been in so much college, I've been in like college for 10 years, like,
for
and
real,
it's
for
not a good thing, like, and it's people that make more bread that's just done like certs, you know what I'm saying? But they more
real.
Mm-hmm.
and they living at home. Like I got friends that got their own crib, they stay at home, they don't go out, and they can take care of family. So it's damn near like when
Yep.
they have factories, the way
Mm-hmm.
these guys living out. Because if you do what's marketable, you can live like that. You can have
Yep.
one income and it can be optional if you want to do
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want to do.
All
Yep.
right,
Like,
let me ask you a question, right?
mm,
So the dudes that be like on Instagram and yeah, mainly like Instagram, TikTok, showing all that money, telling them they make 300,000.
they so
They hit
geek.
You
licks.
think that shit real?
That's they hitting licks. That's not a marketable skill. You hit a lick multiple times or maybe once or twice or whatever, and it worked out. But like that's not sustainable. Are
Or
you
they
hitting licks at 60 years old? You hitting licks at 50? You hitting 45-year-old licks? Like maybe
It's not sustainable. No, because the
it's not
because the police
sustainable
be on
though.
bro. If you a hot boy, stop what you doing
Come on,
because
No,
they're on IG, bro. They're on everything you do. So
that's
it's
they
like
every
is, bro.
one
time.
person said, like I think it was Aunt Glizzy. Somebody was like, I forgot. Somebody was like, the streets is dead. Like this technology is so fast, the police can get you like this. Your friends tell like this. There's no honor no more.
Hmm.
And on top of that, they be snitching on themselves. Like
Right,
they be
the
on
whole
social media
time.
and they be right there and they be the first people to shine for them.
Hmm.
Every kid think
And I'm
they
like,
don't.
yo,
Other,
police. The police, the same folks that went to high school with y'all. They 20 years old too. They
Yeah,
right.
25. They know what's hip. They know
yeah,
what's going on. They not.
And y'all about to get him a promotion.
Come on.
man.
Y'all about to get him a promotion playing around.
Tell you, bro. I just be looking like, man, look at
My
these
bad.
niggas, boy. That shit look good though. It look good.
Nah, I remember when I was young. One of the old heads in the neighborhood was like, it was MySpace. He was like, "Bro, stay off MySpace. MySpace is the boys." I was like, "What?" He was like, "It's the police." I was like 14, but I was like, "What?" He said, "It's the boys."
Crazy, man.
I was like, "Wow!" So I knew Facebook was the boys, and then IG definitely like they show the money, then they show the whatever they got with it, like guns they ain't supposed to have, like they got to shit.
Nah,
All
you
right,
spend
Mr.
a little time
Teacher.
watching them crime shows. You
Music
see exactly how
videos,
they do it.
Yeah.
Like
right?
I'm watching them on social media, like getting people on the crime shows. Like
Yes. Yes. Mr. Teacher, it's on you.
All right,
Second
good.
question. How
Now,
to get young people to value their education more. I
mm,
like that.
dang, that's
I
deep.
like that, man.
mm,
Yes, sir.
That's so. One thing I'm gonna say is, which is tough, and actually it feeds into
Let
the
me say
last
that again,
question.
though, bro. Hold on.
You
Let me
want to
say
break it down, yo? Cuz do it one more time. Boy.
for real, cuz. This the number two question, y'all. How to get young people to value their education more. That's powerful.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
Cause it's
it's on
like
you,
it's
cuz.
just like you're
Man.
right. Like so, you want buy-in. Like if you're an employer, you want your people to buy in, like they have a stake in the business, or if you're a businessman, you want the customers to buy in to feel like I can own this. And so the sad thing is that like the way they broke the way they broke families up and with the economy and all that, and parents not being home and being so occupied with bills and stuff, a lot of times is like these youngins have to instill their own values. Like it's not fair to ask a child to think about their education. They not like when do they get to be a child? But at a certain point, they have to grow up early. But they do have to grow up. So there's a certain point where we have to be like, all right, at this point, you have to do something. You know what I'm saying? You can't just whatever. So it's like so now I think for them, maybe they don't see it. Like maybe we don't visualize it enough for them. Like, hey, did you ever think about? Okay, for one, you might have heard, what do you want to do when you grow up? But if we were like actually giving them advice early, like, but steering them in a way that leads like with their passions, like what they want to do and what they're good at and what they have fun doing. It's like you could just be like, hey, that's cool. Like for example, like art. There's a lot of artsy people.
Mm.
Now I might be wrong for saying this, you know what I'm saying? I'm no professional in that regard, but it's like I might say do that, but pick up some tech and consider graphic arts because it's marketable.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But the point is you want to encourage something that they're already good at. And then on top of that, figure out what's marketable because or like something that they enjoy. But I feel like people haven't painted that picture. I feel like high schools, there should be a program in high schools that lets you see different careers
Mm-hmm.
and take like a little elective, like maybe a couple weeks class or something like that. You could take like 4 of them a year and you could
See,
try different stuff out, like maybe different college courses or whatever, like or paths or
so
something. But like they got to do better at preparing these
You
youngins for the future.
to order them to get do that. To order for you to do that, they gotta want to come to school now. Though now,
Yeah, I mean they don't care, but I feel like that's on the parents though, because the parents should be instilling those values though. Like, and it be so messed up, and it be so messed up, bruh, that maybe the parents need help to where they can help the kids. So it's like
that's what
maybe that's what we could probably do that. I feel like sometimes we don't get to the source of it, but it's like maybe they're carrying a lot, and it's not all on them.
mm.
Like it's not their fault that they're carrying a lot, and you know what I'm saying that this could help society if we help them a little more. Everybody did a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know. And then you got daycare, which is crazy expensive. I mean, it's hard out here for parents, especially single parents. So it's like it's definitely like yeah, it's they need more support. But dang, like these young kids, how you gonna tell a kid to care? You know what I'm saying? And once they 13 or something like that, I start being like, okay, now like for real, this is a touchy time. If you don't care now,
Mm.
and you know what I'm saying, it gets real scary from the teen years to like 24. If you can
Mhm.
get them to 24, they can start. You might feel safe, like if you were a parent or something. But these decisions that they make up until that point, it get real. You know what I'm saying? It can go either way.
It ain't for real. Tell you the truth, it ain't even. It ain't even that, bro. I'm telling you, it's the streets, bro.
Mm.
It's the streets.
But what's the allure of the streets though?
The,
What's the draw? Like why they like the streets?
Oh, it's
It's
that media. That's what it is.
it's that
yeah.
Mm.
social media. It's that hanging on the corner. It's that let me hold a pistol. It's that let's drive in this car. It's that
But
let's
what do
go to
they get from it
this
But
though?
it's
drink.
short term. Yeah, short term versus long term benefit.
Mm. Cause
Like they
like
might see a thrill. My bad. Go ahead. It's probably
yeah,
a
no,
thrill.
no, you got it, you got it.
No, Miss Hunter,
Uh,
go ahead. It's on you.
So like my like in our discussion, whatever, I'm even thinking like how to reframe for my own self with my kids, right? Like it's like okay, yeah, go to school so that you can be successful, but like
Right.
I'm about to start framing it as what do you want in life? I don't
mm.
care what your answer is. I want a mansion. I want 5 cars. I want to travel every single year. I want to go out.
You got to get a
Okay,
bag.
here's what you got to do to be able to afford these things,
Now,
and
Right.
it can't be built off of a series of licks.
yeah.
So it's about to start being like, you know what I'm saying? It's about to start being
Facts.
like, what is it that you want to do in your life? Do you want to have kids? Okay. Here's how much a kid costs.
No, for
You want
real,
to get
right?
married? Okay. Here's what
Right?
marriage. You want to have a house? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what a house costs. You want a condo? This what it costs. So
It
what are
sounds
you
like
willing
you got to
to
work
do?
hard. In the general,
Yeah.
you
What
got to
is
work hard
so
wherever
like
you
it's
at.
really like goal setting, like long-term goal setting.
Mm.
What is it that you want to have? Because we have to keep in mind we're in a capitalist society and it's all
Yep.
about having
Yep. It's
stuff.
all about having.
So
Yep.
what is
There
it that you
you
want to have in life? Okay,
go.
here's what you gotta do to get them things that you want. It's not gonna just fall to you. Nobody's handing it out. You don't have a rich uncle that I
No,
know of. And if
for
you do, let me get $1. But
love.
like, like here are the things you gotta do to get to that point. And I feel like I we need to reframe our discussion insofar as being vague, like you need to go to school to get your education. Okay, so that what? Because what they're seeing, right, to Mr. Teacher's point, what they're seeing is people who got the education, they may be social. I'm a sociology major, I'm a history major, I'm a English major, and I can't find a damn job.
Ain't
So
that's what
I'm
I'm.
getting my education so that what?
I
Right?
can't find.
Versus
That,
get it so Yeah, you
You
getting it.
hear me,
You
bro?
learning to. You want to be a writer. You're writing so that you're getting your education so that you could write, and so you could get yourself the car that you want, the house that you want, the this that you want, or
But
whatever. So really, yeah.
but not to cut you
Yeah.
off.
No, no, no. I'm good.
Some of them do that because the parents press them out the door.
Press
Yeah,
about to do what?
go to
Go to
school in the
yeah,
first place.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
You
it ain't even no option though. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
if
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
school,
it's no
sometimes
option.
it's
School.
yo. You need to be in a trade school.
Yeah.
You really
Bro,
nice,
I
like
taught.
you really you creative. You
Nah,
put
for
stuff
real.
together real well. You broke this down, put it together back. You need
Mm-hmm.
to. Yes, you're
Business.
an engineer, but you
Yeah,
may not be ready for engineering.
yeah,
So we're gonna put you in the HVAC,
Well, that's exactly what I'm
and y'all
talking
got
about,
to
right?
you got to get mad money off
yeah.
of
And
HVAC.
that's I was a
What are the
trade.
jobs
Yeah.
that are always necessary, no matter what the economy is doing? People are always gonna need their car fixed.
Yep.
People are always gonna need heat
Right.
and hot water and
Get it.
air
Get
conditioning.
it
So like
misunderstood
really,
now for
yeah,
real.
focusing on what like if
Essential
everything
industries.
goes down, what do
Yeah.
people still need no matter what? What are the jobs that were prolific during like the pandemic, for
Healthcare.
example?
Healthcare is huge.
Healthcare,
Healthcare.
Yeah.
education.
Science. That
Kids
sound like
always want
science to
like
me.
yes,
Math. I mean, all that.
yes.
So healthcare. What else we got? Like honestly, teachers, policemen,
Mhm.
military, anything
Because
like
it's almost
.
it's at the time where like it's not we can't afford with this new generation. We can't afford to really be like, oh, you could do whatever you want. No, motherfucker,
No,
like
for real. You can't tell them.
you need to do this thing
You can't
Yeah,
tell
because
them
it's
because
OD out here.
it's the
because
situation
they will have that
critical.
set in their head, bro.
We're not doing all of this that well if you want to because they also like there's so much that they're lacking, and I don't mean it in a negative way. There's so much that we haven't provided for them
Yep.
that we thought would be provided.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We got sold a lie over and over and over again. That's just the American way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But at the same time though, like we can't act like
Excuse
we don't
me.
see the jig is up. And
Right.
we have to do our due diligence by our kids and say, yo, no, yeah, I want you to go to school, but you know
Yeah.
what? I want you to go to school. You going to school for this HVAC. You going to
Yeah.
school for
Mm.
this car mechanic. That's what you're
No.
gonna do. You're gonna fix cars. You gonna
Mm-hmm.
fix cars in the neighborhood. You don't need no full, Come
Mm-hmm.
on. You cutting hair. You cutting hair in
That's
this
how my
like
brother started in the neighborhood, brother.
come
Bro,
on.
For the
What
child.
what are the
kinesthetic
jobs we can
learners,
have within ourselves and
hands-on learners, and
nobody
all that.
regulating it?
Mm-hmm. My brother been coming
Yeah.
36 years, Joe. He been
He a
in the
master barber at this point.
yeah. He man, he
Now
do
he could
food.
train others.
Yeah. He been in the shop by himself for 6 years now. By himself.
Because we're gonna keep getting our hair cut.
Yeah.
We're
Like
gonna keep getting
clockwork.
our hair done.
Yeah.
Like, what are
Yeah.
the things that we are going to keep
No.
doing?
Yeah. Facts.
And
Facts.
that's where you need to put your expertise and your interest and your if you don't know what you want to do,
Yeah.
get you a
Figure it out.
skill.
Figure,
That's marketable skills.
figure it out.
What do people
Right.
need?
I just think like more being a parent than being a friend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Is a level to that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some parents don't even care what their child doing.
Yeah.
Then you got some parents that really do care what their child doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like shit, it get real in the field, Joe. It's for us older people, it's easy. For the youngins, it's hard. They can't even catch the bus, bro. They can't
Yeah.
on the hill, bro.
Yo,
They
that's
can't
the
even
thing that
go to
be
school and back.
blowing me. Because like folks in our generation, we be like, oh, well, we want to do this soft parenting because we don't want, but like the hard parenting is what got us to be how we are now.
No,
It
for
wasn't
real.
perfect. It
For
wasn't
real.
perfect, but we're independent. The
Right.
level of dependency that I
Yeah.
see now is concerning and it's dangerous. It's
Sorry.
dangerous.
That is
The
crazy
level
though.
of dependency is dangerous
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
I
it's
mean,
far too often kids are waiting for us to tell them what the next step is. There's
Yeah.
a lack of initiative.
it's lazy. How you lazy and you young?
No, I don't even
Like
want
you
to call
supposed
it
to have
lazy.
energy.
I don't
No,
even want to
like you
call.
supposed
Oh,
to.
some of them do be body lazy though, for
No,
real.
Maybe
for
Yeah,
I mean,
real.
more so like it's that technology. It's their
true.
attention spans.
Hey,
Like they dopamine been hijacked. So at this
But we
point,
know this.
now
We
of
know
course
it's
it's setting them
insidious.
up for easy convenience. You know what I'm saying? Setting them up for like the convenient life, which is like not ambitious. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I
Low
just
key,
don't
is
see it.
social media new crack?
Spoon fed everything.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's OD. It is.
Is
It be
social media
hijack,
new crack?
It is.
Because
It is.
and
y'all be
it
stuck.
might be
Are you
scarier
dealing with
because you don't know. Like me, stop. I ain't scared, but it's like
yo?
you don't know that it's hurting you. You think it's
It
cool.
is.
So now you just
It
willfully, you know what I'm saying,
is.
But you spazzing out
doing it.
because so and so said this online and da da da. I'm like, why don't you just unfollow them?
No,
I'm
Mhm.
no,
confused. Like I
no,
really be
for
talking to my
real.
students like in real life. I'd be like, so on social media you would follow this person. It's like you arguing back and forth. Why don't you just ignore them?
Right now, for real.
Just
Fact.
like block them on just the way you would block them on this,
I,
like that, and the
'Cause they take
third.
it seriously because they not
You
getting
do.
outside. They not having real interactions with people. They don't know
That's
how to
it.
be social. These jokers about to be socially weird. So at least
for
while
real.
y'all at
The whole
home, while y'all
generation.
at home on the computer all day, at least get some tech certs because you
Yo.
know y'all don't go outside for real. Like as far as and it's good sometimes because they be like unsafe. You know what I mean? So parents might be overprotective as far as keeping them sheltered, but it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like this generation is on the game, on the
Yep.
phone, on the computer. They're not outside playing football like we used to go
No,
around.
none of
Whatever
No,
the
they
that.
do it
case
at the
may be,
safety of
like at the
school.
park, pool.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
not. They inside most of the time, and I'm like, these are the years where you supposed to be outside
running.
the most. Like
Yeah,
this is the freest you are going to be.
And
So
my
no,
they
thing is
got them enslaved to that stuff early. I'm like, that's crazy.
use your resources because I just found out like, for example, like our kids they have Canva on their Okta on their like little clever thing or whatever, and I'm like, yo,
go to yeah.
y'all could be making like get creative, make flat like there are some resources that are built in for this the homebodies.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all actually like are y'all curious? That's my thing. The
Mm,
curiosity is lost. We're not seeking information. I'm like, how you walking around with a whole computer in your pocket called a phone, and you
Yeah,
asking me these same questions? Did you look
no,
it up?
right
Did you
now,
find
for
out?
real,
Did you seek
for
the
real,
information? That's
for
my
real,
that's the thing that pissed me off. You're not looking for the
for
information,
real.
and I
yeah,
can't.
I mean, yeah, you can Google everything.
They
You
like
really could teach yourself. Go to YouTube.
Yeah,
Like
boom.
you
yeah,
could y'all like teach
real,
yourself how to fix a car, bro.
for
Like it's
real,
crazy.
The same way you teach yourself them,
for
like I
real.
hate to be like that. You teach yourself them TikTok dances.
Yeah, you better teach yourself some
You know,
algebra, some
Learn
pre-algebra.
something.
It's like nah.
I ain't gonna lie about this, bro. I think the schools need to have the parents come up there twice a
Oh,
week
for sure.
and
Oh, they
study.
need it. But that's the thing. It's like that's why I don't want to put it. It's okay. Parents is one thing, but the society they made the economy to where parents is so locked
Got
in with their
hurt.
jobs,
Yep.
and they be so burnt, bruh. Everybody's so burnt chasing this bag.
Nah,
I feel for them. Like for as a teacher, it's easy to say, and a lot of it is honestly parenting, like values and how you act
Mm-hmm.
outside shows what's going on.
yeah,
But I can't
yeah.
put that. Maybe there's some things going on. You know what I'm saying? As far as I know the system, so what
Mhm.
they do to you financially and stuff, it's built like the money man is they not thinking about what's good for society. They thinking
Mm-hmm.
about let's
Money.
more
They making
workers
quick bags too.
chasing
Yep.
it exactly and making them and all that fake stuff they want y'all to chase is to make you run on that hamster wheel to work, work, work. Now you gotta work to survive, but you gotta be thinking, how can I be independent from this system? And that is get the money first, get the education, learn the game, and then you know what I'm saying.
I,
Make sure you don't get caught in the system, like as far and they don't even know about
I,
credit and all that yet.
I
Yeah.
just think, I just because for real, you really don't have a choice, right? You got
Mm,
you working
Got to.
and you running your business, right?
mm,
If you stop working, you got to focus on your business.
Mm.
Now that you got to focus on your business, now they get heavy over here because you don't have that money coming in right now, right now.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
So then the bills piling up because you say, "I don't want this. I'm tired of this job," right? But if you got even, you could run a business and work a job.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Because like I say, it's all good to say, yeah, business, a business, business. But if that business ain't booming, you in trouble.
Right.
Right.
Which
You
is why
gotta
you
have a
gotta have
plan
a
B.
skill. You that the skill is the plan B. The marketable skill is the
Right.
plan B. Get your bag so you can do the thing
Insurance.
you want to do.
Yeah.
Insurance.
You
Do what
want
you
to do.
gotta do so you can do what you want to do.
Want to do. Yeah.
And
Facts.
I was always, that's why even now, like as a, like no matter how old you are, you doing two or something. Like all the smart, hardworking people you know, they doing two or something.
Hell
So and when you're young, you really should be working and going to
Hmm.
school, working and going to school. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got like a full ride scholarship or something like that. But really, you should be like, you should have two things going on, like a plan B for sure. And
Hmm.
that's like with all them kids that want to go to NFL, NBA, become rappers, and think they don't got to work hard in school. You don't got a plan B, and it's
yeah.
less than 1% chance that that will happen for anybody.
Right. But when
So
your
you
accountant
you
rips you off because you don't know how to
yeah.
Get
multiply,
that money, y'all.
come
So they
on.
have to do good in school. Like going back to getting them to value school, you gotta understand like it's an illusion. Like one
Hmm.
thing my dad said was like, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance.
Mm.
And so I was like, dang, that joint made me go to college, Mo.
Yeah.
Like
For real,
that,
Mo.
because I was working
That
three
was tough.
jobs, but I worked three jobs and didn't get any of that recognition. And then as soon as I got a degree, they start calling me
You
Mister.
see?
And then my money started coming up, and then I started being able to help. And then it was like, boom, like, but there's a better way to do it. But
Mhm.
in general, like having education pays off more than not having education. It's
Facts.
Definitely.
like you said, you got to do one thing or another. But this a risk that at least you know what I'm saying, proven to pay off. Like so, that's what I'm saying. Like they gotta do, you gotta do something because NFL, NBA, becoming a rapper. What if
Hmm.
that doesn't happen for you and you wasted all these years in class, like thinking, like you
Hmm.
don't asking crazy questions like, how does this help me in life? You know what I'm saying? You if you need this to get a job, you gotta do what you gotta do to get the job. You know what
But
I'm
that's
saying?
my
It's,
thing too. Like, right? Like,
yeah,
you want to be a rapper, or whatever. Like, I hope you writing your own rhymes, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, where the punchlines coming from? Similes, metaphors, or like
yeah.
this ELA class.
And
That's
I
your
beat their best
poetry right
rapper, and
there.
I'm, you know what I'm saying? I
It's
still
going
work.
down basement. Like that's a simile. Like, come on. Like there's so much of latent
Hey,
skills that you get that
this,
allow you to do the other things. That's why I say like even accountanship. Y'all could be doing like kids, like y'all could be doing people's taxes.
y'all for
But you're
real.
not about to do my taxes if you can't multiply. I'll be
That
damned.
boy,
Right? No,
Like,
that's absolutely
damn.
not.
Now I'm
that's
getting
that.
now they got
Not
me
with
like
my
Fred
money.
Fox, get my stuff taken. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
Yeah,
for
we
real.
not.
All right, y'all. Question three. Question three. We lit. We lit, bitch. I need
Is
Tap in, tap in. You good?
like this channel. Drop some comments on this channel, man. We lit. Y'all already know. Third question. How young people can get rich off teaching?
mm-hmm.
Off tech. What's that tech?
Technology. Oh yeah, they definitely use some tech.
Go ahead,
How you
Mr. T.
You want to,
You got
yeah.
it.
I mean, I mean, like I said, if it like now, for example, with the IG, at underscore Mr. Dot Teacher Official, at that IG, my youngins are flipping, you know what I'm saying? They're making they repost it and they get like 1,000 views guaranteed when they all repost together. Then I pay them. I get them some food or something like that every 2 weeks. So now they already learning the social media game. So they can do this for themselves. They can become a little company and do this at a price for
no,
people
for
and
real.
getting them because they already own it and they better than us at it. So if
Yeah.
Yes.
we got the business acumen, we could teach them the business skills, which schools I feel like don't do enough of. Like I took a finance class. It was my favorite class when I went to high school, like my senior year. So it's like that because I seen it was real practical too. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But anyway, so social media. That's something that I want us to discover today. If you can learn social media marketing and you could really give that service to everybody needs that. Everybody wants to blow up on social media, and they'll pay you if you guaranteed to be able
Mm-hmm.
to produce
Yeah.
the right stuff. So
For real, bro.
besides that, it's tech. Like I've been saying, I always tell kids cybersecurity.
Yep.
I'd be like, you in DC, all the government contract jobs. This is before Trump started firing everybody, but this with all the government contract jobs, the military jobs. Remember we was talking about they charge like 20 times. You know
Mm-hmm.
what an item should like an inventory item should cost,
Band-aid and
and the employees getting bread. because
Yep.
all them government employees, especially the tech ones, especially if you like the military contracting companies,
Mm-hmm.
like you can get bread and live in this area, and this is like for real. DC is like the most expensive area to live in.
It
Mm-hmm.
is, bro.
Yeah.
But the right jobs can make it to where you can live that life. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think tech is definitely a strong way to go. So like I've been taking like some AI courses or whatever. And
Okay.
mind you, I don't know what I want to do with it. I don't know where it's going, but I do know it was free and I'm gonna get certified. So if nothing else, I got that under my belt. Just just on some random because you never know when something's gonna pop up. A skill,
Yep.
a necessary skill is gonna pop up. So now I know how to do X, Y, and Z
Yeah.
because I had an opportunity to do it for free. And
You
that's
in
why I be telling my
That's what I'm
kids,
saying.
like,
Get some
yo,
experience. You're
learn it
right.
now while it's free. So you don't have to pay for a
yeah.
tutor. You don't have to pay for, having to learn this in college. Like, get it
Mm-hmm.
while it's
For
free.
now. Yeah. Get a wise.
Right.
There's
You
not
right.
much that's free in this country. Get
You right.
whatever you can while it's free.
You right. You
So
exactly.
Like this, like education, because at a certain time you look back. I promise you, I wish I would go back to a high school version of myself and be like, man, stop playing around and get straight
man.
A's and get a free scholarship to college, and and then from there a job that'll pay for more college or whatever. Like
Hmm.
you don't, if you like high school. It's so serious because you really can get a free scholarship. You can get
You
free
can.
housing for 4 years, free like dang near food, like free everything. Independence. You already independent. You get to be independent at 18 with a full
Hmm.
ride. Cause you locked in. Lock in, yeah.
Think
Like
about
that's
that
what I
back
would do.
in the days, bro. We did not think about none of that back in the days, bro.
Right.
I ain't even
'Cause we
lying.
ain't
We
know.
was, yeah, we was
We didn't
going
know. Yep.
elsewhere. Now, as you older dog, you do look back. Well, me dog, I look back. I said, damn, to stay my motherfucking ass in school. But fuck it, let me go get another.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me throw all
Mm,
these trades under my belt because guess what? You never know when it's gonna get messed up.
Hmm. Hmm.
mm.
I
And
always say that.
I think the other thing too, right? Like we have to, as the older generation, we do have to be like more intentional on our mentorship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a big
I
thing.
had a professor when I was in undergrad who
Mm-hmm.
was like, whenever like I was like, okay, I'm ready to go to grad school, and she'd be like, hey, so I would get like acceptance letters, and she'd be like, if they're not paying enough money for you, you should be going to grad school for free. And so
Facts.
I kept rejecting until I started getting them free. They not only did I get in free, but they
Mm-hmm.
paid me to go. They gave me a
You
job,
was
an
real
assistant,
young.
because
Damn.
I
Wait, what?
had somebody who
That's
knew the game and
crazy.
was like,
I
That's
no,
what it
say
is.
no, say
Some
no, say no, say no, until they give you this and this and this. Because based on what I had, my
that's
grades, my
crazy.
experience, all the other stuff, I
Mm-hmm.
had a mentor that was like adamant about me not falling into the same things that they have fallen into.
right.
Facts.
That's what I'm trying to say. But that's a huge blessing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's great.
that
Like,
is great.
and all right, so I have to say, I would also say, all right, boom, do good in high school. If you don't get the scholarship, go to community college for free
Mm-hmm.
for 2 years. Free
Yeah.
college. This is what I would have told myself. In those 2 years, we've already said this before. Pick electives so you can try out the different career paths to see
Mm-hmm.
if you want to do another 2 whole years on the
Mm-hmm.
subject.
Yep.
Yep.
So try as many electives as you can with an advisor and
Mm-hmm.
cut to the chase. Sometimes they'll tell you, yeah, well, it sounds like you don't want nothing to do with this. And they'll give you advice and then you feel around and then you pick the right specific path.
Yep.
So then like yeah, and then from there, that's when it's okay. Like if you have money, that's fine. But like some people they work part-time to pay off the other 2 years of college. Some people they just take the loan. And if you have to, that's fine. Take the loan.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's 2 years and you get that 4 year thing, that
Mm-hmm.
a bachelor's degree, and make sure it's marketable. Now, what you don't want to do is go from that 2 year like I did and do another 2 years
Right.
because you don't know what you're doing and you trying to find
Right.
something that so because you didn't find a marketable job first or career path first. Like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of it is like when you're young, you do want to follow your passions, but it's like see if you can make that passion marketable. If it's
Mm-hmm.
not marketable, you can, like I said, you could do graphic design or
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case may be. If you're a rapper, you can learn how to be a producer and you probably make real money more by
Mm.
producing people and selling that service than trying to be a big rapper. And you can actually make money just producing
Right.
people in the studio.
Right.
Like
Produce
that's a
first, then
business.
rap later.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can. Yeah,
Like
so it's like,
Kanye.
I think
nah.
the rap thing, man, is just a mind thing, man.
You
You
said
know
You
what
what?
said
I'm
the what?
saying? It's just a mind thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because they say the words that the youngest like. That's why the youngest wanna be a rapper. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't understand
Ain't
this
nothing.
rap game now though. Like you
Right.
like what? Like you're
It's all
not
the same.
you don't know
It's
Nah, it's
no
fake,
punchline, no
man.
like and I'm not really trying to like, like stomp on like the younger generation. I'm like, I don't really know what's the pull. Like what are y'all talking
That's what I'm
about?
saying. And if they want
Like
to
how
hear
do you
real
stand
rap, they
out?
got to go to Mr. Tisha underscore Mr. Tisha
there
official,
you go.
because
All
that
right.
new You Hear Me
You gonna get
album is out,
bars? Okay.
Yeah.
and I've been giving them straight bars. I take it back to the OBs. These guys don't have punchlines, lyricism, like you said.
Don't.
They just
Yes.
care about if they sound good, and they be talking about the most garbage stuff,
And
mumble
it don't be
rap.
sounding good though. That's the
It be
thing. Like what's
crazy.
good? It don't
Yeah.
sound
Auto tune. They don't even got real singers no more. I ain't gonna hold you.
they
I
be
use
like,
auto tune, and I. It's
ah.
like, but it's like when.
Right.
When's the last time you heard a real singer? Like you haven't heard a real
Mhm.
singer.
No.
Like R&B was like done away with pretty much.
And that's the
No.
thing. Like our community has never, ever, ever been short on skills and talent.
Skills, no, yeah, the best, most
But
talented,
it's the
best
dumbing
singers.
down. It's the willfully dumbing down. Like we are better than this. We are more creative than this.
Well,
And that's the
we don't own
thing.
it.
We
Yeah.
may not own it, but like that's the thing that worries me the most. Like with upcoming generations, I'm like, where's your creativity? Like I had a
That.
student that was telling
Mm.
me like they need a book with pictures because they can't imagine.
Stop.
Yo, and
Can't
I'm like,
imagine
yo,
is
but it's so
crazy.
descriptive. They said they chuckled. They said
A
we
child can't imagine. What world am I living in if a child can't imagine? That's crazy.
America
Hell no.
Hey,
because
yo, that's
everything
like,
is this is the feeding. Like everything's just
Yeah.
hand fed or
all
whatever.
Yup.
And
right,
so they have not had to cultivate an
Yup.
imagination. Why? Because I got my computer, I got my phone, I got my iPad. I don't have to
Yup.
create my own imagination.
Yup.
yeah,
Y'all
no,
gonna
it's
Yeah.
tell
too
me what my
early. Yeah, they
imagination
gotta
is.
wait to get these
You
kids
gonna
tech.
tell
I
me
ain't
what
gonna
it
lie.
is.
Yup. For real. For
These
real.
kids
And
should have tech for
imagination
a while.
is a marker of intelligence. Creativity is a marker of brilliance.
Right,
And
genius.
so
That's the
without
right side of the brain is what genius is.
and
You can't
without these
control it.
things, what's
We
happening to our kids?
yeah.
You what you mean you can't? What you mean you need pictures
For
when it's
real.
mad
Right.
descriptive
And they be dead serious though.
and
Serious.
do, and
Yeah,
so that
that's
hurts
crazy.
me because they can read the words. They
Yeah.
know so and so
Okay.
and so
Yeah.
chuckled, but they don't
Yeah.
know what chuckling means,
Now then,
I mean,
right?
right.
Like what?
nah, for
So and
I
so
real.
gotta see a
looked at them
chuckle.
with
I gotta
scorn.
see
You
a
don't even know
chuckle
what
is
For
scorn is
real,
looking
crazy.
like.
bro.
Like come on, bro. Like it's we getting robbed right in our faces.
Yeah.
The more we progress as a society, like with tech and all the other stuff, the more it
Mhm.
takes away from us. The closer we become, for me, as far as I'm concerned, the closer we become like computers, because
Mhm.
computers
Mm.
don't have emotions. They don't
Nope.
create. They just they put back what you put in.
Yup. Facts.
So we're becoming
Right. Robots, big
computers,
ODI robot
and
in
that's
this joint.
not ever been our thing.
No, we're definitely not more expressive. I mean, all the arts, all the
Would be nothing without.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
like white and black walls, no color. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Dry.
for real,
Left
right?
brain, no right
Very
brain. I mean, it's
dry.
no life. It's just the hardware, no software. Like it's
Nah,
wild.
for
For
real.
Peanut
real.
butter, no jelly. It's like nah.
Okay. Cereal, no milk.
Nah, for
Okay.
Yes,
real. I like,
that's sad though. Like they really taking the
like,
Yeah.
life out of each other. Like
y'all, we just got to keep pushing the positivity. Keep
facts.
praying to God.
You
Uh,
know.
and just,
Encouraging kids to be creative.
yeah,
Yo,
and
get in
just
your
love.
mind. What your imagination tell you to do? Because imagination gives us clothing lines. Shout
Yeah,
out to your
Right.
cuz.
yeah.
You know
Thank
what
you,
I'm saying?
cuz.
Imagination
We
takes us
lit.
anywhere.
We lit. We
Come
lit.
on.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Even business like entrepreneurship, all
Mm.
that is you have to have a good
They need the
really that
imagination back.
creativity.
That's my
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
that's
I
it.
want
Creativity
to
is
give
everything.
imagination
Gotta
back
use
to our
this
kids.
stuff.
That's
Yeah,
yours to have. That's
yeah.
your imagination. Don't let nobody take that from you.
Nah, for
What you
real.
think it looks
Yeah.
like?
Cause
What it
that's
sound
like
like to
God,
you?
like creation,
Come on.
I feel like creating is the closest we feel like God. Like he created the first thing he did is create it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like
And he ain't had no blueprint.
No,
right
He came off his.
he
He
just
came off the
did it.
top.
off the
Out, out
top,
here on the,
right?
off the dome, like
He just
freestyle. Like,
did it. That's
let me get some
So it's
birds.
like
Let
it's
me
the
get some.
highest. I feel
You
like
know,
it's like the highest form of living, yo.
come
Like
on.
when you in your creative zone in your zone, it's like yeah. That's why I like I get there with rap, but people can do it differently. Like you could do it with language, you could do it
You
with arts, you
anything.
could do it with anything, like
Fashion, you could
anything.
do it with anything. You're drawing all that. I have so
Hmm.
many artists in my classes, and they'd be like, "Yo, you're an engineer for real.
For
The way
real,
you work in this clay and this, that, and the third." And so that's the language I use.
yeah.
So and so is supposed to be an architect.
Yeah, not for
When
real.
so and so gets to eighth grade, I need to be. I no, because I expect to be writing a letter of recommendation for you to be going to
Right,
this school
McKinley Tech or something like
For
that.
because
real.
you're supposed to be this, that, and the third. I have to start. I'm being intentional about speaking outside of myself of things
Facts.
that I see for my kids because
Facts.
they may not have never thought about it, or they may have thought about it and just never like, I think I'm
Really?
tripping, or they didn't have the words for it. No, you're an architect.
Yeah.
Yes, I know you on a spectrum. Yes, I know
They
you
good at
may not. Your
math.
math ain't all
Of
of that,
course.
but you
Mm.
be building, son.
Listen.
You be
Listen.
building.
Oh yeah, engineer for sure, architecture, yeah,
We
My
all
got
that.
real. We have
years
I mean, we
old.
can
buildings.
identify early and then steer them in that way. I wish we did that more in
We gotta
schools. Hey,
talk that.
I see that you got a gift in this area. Without putting them in a caste system, my dream was like if I were to open schools, like it would be to find your gift that God gave you. Everybody got a gift. Everybody
Yeah.
got strength. And
Yeah.
then I'm a maybe you'll take some general classes, but you taking like 3 of them electives a year of that
Yep.
subject, and we're gonna get you like an early exposure to whatever it is that you and then give you room to exercise your gift. But they try to just make everybody like cookie cutter, like,
But here's the thing.
and I feel like
Listen,
yeah,
the way
that
that
would
this
help people
government,
though.
no, my fault. The way that this government's going, they about to bust it wide open. They about to since they want to
Mhm.
get rid of like the Department of Education. It's about to be if you want to open up a school and you get the funds, you can.
Yeah, you
So
can. Do something with it now.
if you if the school that you would run is focused on skills building, it's about to be at the point once they
Opportunities,
finish
yeah.
having a way with the Department of Education. It's
Mhm.
about to be you can open up this type of school that you want to have.
Right.
You just got to have like a full layout for it. That's really what
Yeah.
I'm thinking about. Like I'm thinking about at this
But
point.
I don't
I
do you
never
think
want to run
they
a school, but
right?
I do like independent schooling is what I want to do.
Hmm.
You know, my
That's like a
home,
retirement job. You can really run like a little empire. Like I
yeah,
feel you on that. Like you
my
could be like,
homie
I'm just gonna
just
set it
took
up.
his
Yeah.
son on out of school, so Joey he could teach him from home.
See,
Yeah, but
That's what
look,
it's giving, bro.
the bags are available. If you even going into education, there are bags in education.
yeah,
Don't sleep on
yeah,
us.
yeah, and
Right.
that's what he
That
That's
tutoring
said.
bag
definitely
is crazy. 80
Yeah,
$90 an hour for some tutoring.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Like, come
Hey,
on.
DC got the high, this area
Yeah.
got really high paid teachers, so
Like, don't
All
sleep
right,
check
on
it
y'all.
out.
So
education.
look, our hours up.
Mm,
That
That
phase.
junk going,
come
bro.
on, man. We need more.
'Cause we kicking that knowledge, bro.
Getting through 'em.
That's
Yeah.
why, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Speaking
Like
that
I,
truth.
yeah, and like I
Mm.
said, bro, I appreciate y'all coming on here every week with me. Shout
Yeah,
out,
you don't know what it
Now
is.
we love
Tuesdays at
y'all.
8,
We
we on
love
Yo
you, but
Cuz.
you hear that.
Tap in, tap in, tap in.
And you
yeah, man.
must.
Yes,
That's your homework.
Man, listen, you already lit, man. You already know social media going up, y'all.
sir.
We working,
Yeah.
we
Shoot your
working,
shot.
we working. So go ahead, shout y'all information out, man, and y'all know what it is.
Go
You
ahead, Mr.
first.
Teacher.
All right. All right. I'm at underscore Mr. Dot Teacher Official. All the music, pretty much. Albums, links, Yo Cuz podcast.
Yeah,
And
that.
All
we showing y'all highlights from the Yo Cuz podcast. And
that.
you gotta check them older we already got like 5 shows, so
No, for
you know
real.
what I'm saying? You need to tap in,
Man,
tap in, tap into like three
we
more shows.
understand you on that,
Like
dog. You already
yeah.
know, dog.
Go through
You don't
go
We
through
even
the
got
archives.
paid, but
Check out my IG, go through the
something.
archives. Go through the archives. we got the exclusives. Go
Nah, for
ahead.
real. Go ahead,
All right.
misunderstood. You know what it
All right, on
is.
IG, you can find me at Miss Blackman if you learning, or you can find, or you could my other tag, whatever like that is Janice Sequa, SAYKWA. Little Francais for
They go
y'all.
cool. Say
Yeah,
quoi.
yeah.
Quiet, you
Jenny
heard me.
Sequa, little Jenny Sequa. You feel
For
me?
real.
Yeah,
So
that.
listen, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. I need y'all to tune back in next Tuesday at the same time. The squad will be here. We
Yeah,
lit,
Yes,
bitch.
sir. I'm gonna
every
holler
time.
y'all.
Love
Take
y'all.
care.
All right, y'all.